Ms. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you did not show up yesterday. You had a setting.
Oof. Strike one. No show in court. Now let me ask you, should missing a court date automatically trigger a harsher response, or should the judge consider circumstances like homelessness or addiction? Drop your take in the comments.
I'm going to give you a reset form. You're going to come back here on Monday on October 7th. Do you understand?
Like in a few days or something like that?
October 7th. That's Monday. I'm sorry. We're not going to do it on Monday. I'm going to bring you back here on October 3rd, which is tomorrow. All right. And between now and then, this is what you need to do. There are plenty of places where you can have sober support meetings. They're like AA, NA meetings. Call them up, talk to somebody. Do you understand?
Ma'am, I don't have a phone to call anybody.
All right. You what? I will print off where all the AA and NA meetings are located. All right. Just give me a moment. All right, here's a list of all the places that you can go for help. I just listed places throughout the city. So if you take the VIA bus and you happen to be in a different area of town, there's an AA-NA meeting there. Or if you're just walking downtown near the courthouse, there's an AA meeting for you to do there. You understand? All right. So we're going to see you tomorrow. Be here at 9 o'clock, okay? All right, there you go. Good luck to you, okay? And can I have parties announced for the record for the state? For the defense?
Renee Munoz.
All right. And are you Ms. Hernandez? All right. The bondsman had filed an affidavit to surrender surety. The court signed it. And I believe one of the reasons they requested it because they believe that Ms. Hernandez would not show up for court.
This right here is crucial. Despite earlier absences, the judge still grants a PR bond. That's a personal recognizance bond, meaning no money up front. But catch this. It's not mercy for mercy's sake. It's paired with strict conditions, especially around mental health treatment. A second chance, but not a free pass.
She did not show up on October 1st, but she did show up appear on October 2nd. And then, of course, she appeared today. She was a little late, but the court is understanding of that because yesterday we talked about her tardiness and where she was coming from.
Yes, I appreciate that.
All right, so defense was requesting a PR bond. Off the record, we had a discussion with regards to your client's mental health issues. State, do you have any objection to the granting of a PR bond? No. All right, so the court will set your PR bond at $1,000, waive fees, and there's going to be a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And counsel, your client was here yesterday.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there were what appeared to the court to be substance abuse issues as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
So what I'm going to order is I'm going to order regular UAs, waive fees, and I'm going to order outpatient treatment.
Yes, Your Honor.
For substance abuse, and I'm going to waive fees. And Ms. Hernandez, do you have a place to live?
I don't, ma'am.
All right, so what housing would be available for her?
Now we're shifting from legal consequences to real-world impact. Watch closely. Housing instability, addiction, mental health. This is where courtroom drama becomes a human story. And it's where the court's role expands, beyond punishment into rehabilitation.
I know Lifetime has just started a women's unit, but I don't think it's officially up and running, but I received an email for them saying that they were expanding.
Just to explore these avenues. But the biggest thing, Judge, is I know that she has that appointment here with mental health court, that they can put her into contact, make sure she gets in contact with Center for Healthcare Services. And then they have caseworkers there within mental health court, Judge, that have good access to resources too. So I'm strongly encouraging her to make that. I don't know if it could be made as a condition for bond too, that she shall make that appointment.
So I'm going to do a referral for housing, and I'll just put referral for housing.
Yes, sir.
And a referral to mental health court.
Great. Thank you, Your Honor, so much. Appreciate that.
And if you'll give that to the coordinator.
Thank you, Your Honor, and we will definitely keep the court updated. We appreciate it.
All right, and you do look better than you did yesterday.
Thank you.
All right. See you. All right, we have a violation report.
Yes, sir.
State, have you had a chance to review the violation report on Lindsay Hernandez? Thank you. So how are you doing?
I'm good now.
All right, what have you been up to? How's life been treating you?
Just trying to make it and just still going to like the appointments for mental health, and I have an appointment with Social Security in 2 days, and I'm on the list for housing. Pretty much that's about it.
Okay. All right, that's good. I'm glad you're on the list for housing. So do you have a safe place to stay though?
For the meantime, I'm still like back and forth with my mom and whatnot. I haven't went to Haven for help, but that was just the option.
All right, why are you back and forth with your mom?
She works and stuff like that. I still haven't gained her trust, I guess.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
All right.
I'm working on it.
Well, one of the ways to regain her trust is not to be back and forth. I know that sometimes, and I've had clients before, their parents said they can stay with me, but I can't have them in the home by themselves.
Yeah,
And so I would always tell my client, your trust right now with your family is less than zero. You have to build that back up. So just live with the fact that if they're not in the home, you can't be in the home.
yes, ma'am.
But don't do the back and forth, back and forth.
Boom. There it is. She declined detox. That's a bombshell in court. But wait, did she fully understand what detox meant? The paperwork says one thing, she says another. So is this a miscommunication or resistance to treatment? That nuance matters a lot.
Okay. All right. So here's the issue. The issue is they're saying that you tested positive for meth and they want you in lifetime recovery. And they're saying that you declined.
No, ma'am. I showed up to the appointment. I'm not sure, she hasn't called me. I did leave her a message.
Well, no, it says here, please be advised, the defendant reported for intake with lifetime recovery on January 16, 2025, and met TDI and ASAM level 3.5 placement for treatment services. However, the defendant declined detox during interview.
Detox.
Mm-hmm.
I know that she told me that she was gonna put me like to see if I could go to the inpatient or the outpatient. That was the last that I know.
Let me ask you this. This is where trust comes in.
Okay.
We're not on the record. This is pretrial services. This is me setting conditions so you can be successful.
Yes.
If I drug test you today,
Yes.
do you want that? Is it going to be clean?
No.
See, and that's the problem with this. They're saying it's not clean. And that's the problem with your mom.
Yeah.
And that's why she doesn't have the trust in you.
Yes.
So,
I'm sorry.
you need to be at lifetime recovery.
Yes, ma'am.
And you need to be in their inpatient program.
I'm willing to go.
All right, you, counsel.
It's my understanding, Judge, as per my client, and I have no reason to think otherwise. She's always been wholeheartedly honest that she did the inpatient one, and she was trying to follow up to see the next steps, and she has yet to make that connection to get into the next phase to do potentially inpatient.
All right, we're gonna get you connected. Let's get her connected today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
I can call Lifetime.
All right, we'll call Lifetime. You're gonna remain in court. He's gonna call Lifetime Recovery.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Okay, let's take stock. She's taking her meds, checking in with her case manager, and on the housing list. It's progress. But here's the real tension. Can that momentum survive another misstep? Or will a single slip undo it all? That's the battle addicts face every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Judge, in reference to the questions that the court had, we did reach out to Lifetime Recovery. We're able to speak with the individual in the admissions office, and they stated that the proper procedure is for Ms. Hernandez to first enter detox, and then from there they'll be able to determine if she's outpatient, inpatient, or for different entities better suited to address her needs, Judge. It seems like at her previous meeting with Lifetime Recovery that she was a little confused as to the detox procedure. I don't know how well it was explained to her, However, in speaking about the detox program, which Center for Healthcare Services does have, and which Ms. Hernandez is connected to, she's amenable, willing to do the detox with Center for Healthcare. She has a case manager there that she reaches out to and speaks with weekly, and she states that my client has good communication with her so that they can set that up with Center for Healthcare Services. So we're respectfully requesting that she had the opportunity to do that. She's been doing great things while on bond. She's been taking her meds as directed, meeting with Center for Healthcare Services. Is currently on the list for housing and is working on getting Social Security due to a disability has regarding mental illness. So we're respectfully requesting she be allowed to detox and then from there see what's available in the community to address her substance use as well as mental health issues.
All right, then what we're gonna do is did they give you any information on how long they think it would take?
Lifetime recovery. That's not just a name, it's the goal. The judge isn't just sentencing here, he's rooting for her. Think about that. A courtroom where compassion and accountability collide. Now, would you say this system is working or just barely holding the line?
In terms of the detox program, Your Honor?
Yes.
I spoke with the person at Lifetime Recovery, the admissions officer. It said it usually takes about a week for them to be observed, to detox, to have a lot of the symptoms related to substance use leave the body so they can get a good assessment of the level of need. And I do know that Center for Healthcare Service does have that detox program. I don't know how long it would take for her to get into that program, but they stated it shouldn't be too difficult for her to do that. So I suggested of my client that she be proactive and reach out to her case manager immediately and ask about that detox program when she can enter into that as soon as possible.